This is the Male Review on Yale Radiocast.com.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in on another fine Saturday with the Male Review, the flagship show of Yale Radiocast. And you are in the building with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Myself, Mark L., is here on this fine Saturday with my co-host and colleague, the namesake, Brother Dylan Yale, in the building. What's going on, brother?
I'm feeling a little bit swagnificent.
You feeling swagnificent this morning, sir?
I'm feeling swagnificent.
Well,
this morning.
right on. Good to hear that. How was your week, man?
Oh, man. That's why I'm feeling so swagnificent.
Uh-oh, he had a swag-filled week, sir.
Birthday.
Of course.
Of course. Outstanding 47.
Lord, it's Gemini season again.
It's Gemini season.
I seen fires.
Yes.
And
I always say I was
with bleeding eyes.
I've always said I was created out of fire and brimstone.
Fires. Right on, brother.
I don't see what the hell going on.
It must be Gemini season.
Must be Gemini season.
Well, right on. Welcome.
The retrograde is heavy.
And it's over now. Thank God.
It's a little lingering.
Well, there's
it's like a hangover.
There's the shadow. There's the shadow behind it. We got a show that talks about that, I'm sure, don't we?
Yeah. We got a show that
talks about that.
We're gonna foreshadow the after shadow.
After shadow. Yeah, we're gonna foreshadow the after shadow.
Yeah, man. But I'm feeling pretty good right now.
That's good.
For last week, went home to Pensacola for my birthday,
right,
and spent some time with my family, man, and it was outstanding. Went down there with my lady, and
awesome. Did y'all make the early bird special for people your age, or never mind?
Motherfucker, you
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You went to Pensacola, and you what happened? The old
like
folks' home did
30 motherfucking years older than me.
Listen. Welcome, sir. Welcome to this age.
You 30 years older than me. Am I missing something here?
Look, ladies and gentlemen, officially every year. Now, listen, this is what happens. Now, see, we have to make this a habit. Every year, we got to go to Pensacola for Gemini season, just so we can continue. But was that boats and hoes too?
Yes, it was the boats and hoes. Boats and hoes wasn't that outstanding this year.
It wasn't.
I have a grievance with the boats and hoes tour.
Look, we recovering from the pandemic, man. We're just gonna make it better every single year, man.
It was not as hoish as it
usually is. It was boatish, but not hoish.
Yes, it was boatish. It was very boatish, but not hoish.
I can see the water, but I don't see no hole.
Yeah, so you see one right there. You see guy, right? You see a hole right there.
The main hole is there. The boats with the hole to it. Is that what we're gonna call
it? This is, man, the beach, man. I was out there on the water, brother.
Look here, man. I'm so mad I missed that, brother. But we gonna make it next year. Look. I promise y'all, I'm going to go ahead and make this promise this year. I'm doing a live showing. I'm doing a live show from Boats and Holes.
That's the lady.
The Revenge.
The lady is sitting on the shell, the seashell by the seashore.
Right on. Uh-oh, there go. That's dialogue.
Oh, no, but y'all ain't ready for the, look at the, oh, man. That was one of the birthday gifts.
Them slippers is clean. Ooh, they clean.
Hey, the grip of the jeans. And the slippers is clean.
The slippers is clean.
Look at my brothers. We look like a old. Hold on 1 second. We look like an old boy band that broke up
and got back together, and then broke up right after this picture.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right on.
I look like I'm the only one that made it successful.
You are the only one that made it successful. Right. You was the one that went on.
I'm the Justin Timberlake out the group.
They crawled and walked so you could run, sir. They crawled and walked so you could run.
My brother right there, Brad, which is to the right of me, left if you're watching. I haven't seen Brad since the 11th grade.
Oh, man. Right on, man. That was good, man. Good time for reunion.
My brother right there, Kevin Hill, we call him Wesley Snipes, the original black man with the dad shirt on.
Right on.
I've known him since we were 8 years old.
Okay.
My brother Kevin right there, which is a big brother to me. Right behind me, my guy J-Mo,
okay.
which is
Shout out
it's
to
his
J-Mo.
birthday as well. Got my guy Mike G right behind J-Mo.
Okay.
And in the far back is my eldest brother, Willie Williams. They
Right
call him Man.
Man.
Just man.
Just plain
just
old.
plain old man.
Pimpin' only lives on. Paper on, loyalty only way you gon' keep your money going on. Stay
Another
focused on
gift.
your grind. Don't waste your time with no
Watch it, y'all.
players only
The
live
matching
once.
watches.
Pimpin' only lives on. Paper on, loyalty only
Yeah.
way you gon' keep your money going on. Stay focused on your grind. Don't waste your time with
You know, that's how we
a
do it
clean
out there.
watch, man.
My sister, another picture right here, which is a picture of me and my sister and Trina, who I haven't seen her since I left Pensacola.
Okay. Right on, man.
So and give one more scene right here. We did a sunset cruise,
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
and we rode the boat. There's a day tour cruise, and we rode the boat as the sunset. So yeah,
That's fantastic. You should feel swagnificent. So congratulations.
Yeah, man. So that was
On your trip around the sun, my brother.
yeah, man. Spent some time with my son.
Excellent.
He
Shout
had
out.
a little hard time going on down there. He just lost a friend, so I actually went to his friend's funeral with him.
that's sad to hear,
So it hurt him a little bit. But just spending time with all my friends and all my family, man, just
excellent.
makes me realize that how blessed I am at 47 to have moments like that at my age.
Absolutely.
You start to cherish them a little more.
You have to, man.
You know.
there's so many brothers who didn't get there, right? Mm-hmm. So you every time, every moment you get to spend with your family and friends and celebrating another year of being here.
Yeah,
it's precious. So,
Yeah.
absolutely, man.
So great moment, and just had to get right back to work and get back to cussing people out.
Of course.
People who don't,
Look, I got here on time today, so I mean,
you got here on time.
I got here on time today.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to cuss that much when I came in.
No,
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Right on. Well, shoot, right on, man.
So what been going on with you though, man?
Oh man, chilling, man. I enjoyed my Memorial Day. I went ahead and got some relaxation in, which was definitely warranted. Absolutely. Corporate America will grind you down if you let it. I'm not finna let it. So I enjoyed my relaxation and took my time off in stride and caught up on a couple of things. Got a chance to see some family and some friends. Spent some time. Just basically trying to get life in order in general, as men often do.
As we have to do.
As men often have to do, get prepared for the next week. But it was a good little vacation, good little extra day. Shout out to everybody I got a chance to spend time with, just to kind of fellowship.
Yeah.
Eat some barbecue, that kind of deal. You got to have some barbecue.
Gotta have some
Gotta have some barbecue. But yeah, it was a good week, man. It was a good week for me, man. Other than, all this wildness and stuff happening in the news, man. I try not to let it grind me down, but boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It's just a ongoing
I'm telling you.
onslaught of ignorance is what I want to call it. It's just an onslaught of ugly ignorance.
And in case you missed the pandemic, don't forget monkeypox is out there.
And monkeypox.
And monkeypox. You know what? If you had monkeypox,
If
you had monkeypox from the beginning of Gemini season, stand up and collect your prize.
Look here, man.
Monkeypox.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
Everything wants to kill us.
Wait, no. Now y'all motherfuckers is just making up shit, okay? Now y'all, look,
Monkeypox.
Please, I don't look. Fauci, motherfucker, whoever, making up the dude.
It's not as serious though.
Man,
It's not as serious.
that's the name.
It's not monkeypox. It literally monkeypox. Look that up. Promise you.
I saw it, but
You didn't believe it. You thought they
no,
was
no,
kidding.
it ain't that I didn't believe it. It's like, let me put together a list of names to call this bullshit.
Monkeypox.
No, we did COVID.
We
We
had
had flu. We had swine flu.
swine flu, avian flu,
What was the Ebola?
Ebola. Yeah.
Ebola.
Let's see. You know what? How about we just call it the monkeypox?
This is some monkey shit going
Monkey
on.
shit.
Monkey shit.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
That's what it is. Watch out for the monkeypox, y'all. So the monkeypox is out, but I think we good, man. I think right now. Well, okay, look, we did think we were good when we was talking about the other day. Dr. Evil Genius, thank you for signing in. Who are these extraordinary gentlemen? Well, sir, you right here, you right here with them.
Yes.
We are the extraordinary gentlemen. This dude with this 3-piece suit on.
It's a 2-piece.
It's 2 pieces.
It's too hot to be in 3.
That's what makes it extraordinary. You thought it was 3 pieces. He's extraordinary.
Only thing in 3-piece is the chicken I'm about to get when I get out.
Boy,
here,
I'm trying to tell you, a piece of chicken do you right every time.
He said, I think monkeypox is racist.
Not the monkeypox is racist. They didn't say they got them off of black people. But I hear you. I hear you, Dr. Evil Genius. But now here's the kicker. Now I'm gonna say this. Now I'm gonna tell you this part of it. It's not as racist as it is homophobic. Now let me tell you. Let me tell you why it's homophobic. Before you go there, let me explain. Because as of late, they've only discovered this to have happened to gay and bisexual males. So I'm at a loss as to hush.
No.
Hush.
No. You gotta let me have it. You gotta let me have it.
Okay, let me finish. I'm gonna say I'm at a loss as to what makes them think that it's just specific to that demographic at the beginning of Pride Month. I don't know why they think it's just specific to that demographic.
Look, man.
Dr. Evil Genius, you too. Calm down. I'm gonna let Dylan hold it, and then if you want to call in and you got something to say, you know the number, Dr. Evil Genius.
Oh my God.
What's your take?
Man, look. 678-8348-668 is the call-in number.
Lord.
I mean, I didn't know that.
Yes.
But what is funny to me is if that's the narrative that they're creating.
That is the narrative that they creating right now.
And let's just say, because I could just say TR wasn't able to join the stream.
Right.
He said he wasn't feeling good today.
Uh-oh. Hold it. Oh, boy. Whew, moving along. I'm not touching that one at all. Dr. Evil Genius. So no, I don't think HIV is homophobic, but remember, this is how they spun it.
I'll just say it. Jerome said he had to go get checked out for something today.
Hey, I know, Lord. Okay, is there data that cites who has gotten ill from it at Mark L? This is just information that they have been stating on the news. Trey, Michael, thank you for tuning in. Of course,
how you doing,
Michael,
Trey? I haven't seen Trey.
Yes,
hold on, whoa. Where the hell you been, Trey?
Where you been, Dr. Trey? And also, and there is some data that supports it, according to the news. But again, the media, man. But I just think it's funny that you would point that out. That's a specific thing. So that makes people. Okay, darling, go ahead.
I'm saying I have nothing for this one.
You have nothing for this one?
I finally have nothing.
You have nothing for this
Trey
one.
says she been working.
Trey been working. Yeah, Trey, dude, she been working. The hardest working woman, I'm telling you right now. She be working. So, yes, she is definitely true on that. But, yeah, it's crazy, man. So, that came up just recently. And you know, there's a lot of other things in the news. But there's another epidemic thing that we're going to call it Negro moments. A Negro moment. And please, y'all call in, because I know that this is a polarizing topic right now. You got it pits black women.
Once again, once a fucking again.
It pits black women against black men. It's time in the entertainment industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Monique
has struck again.
Has had a meltdown of epic proportions. Now, I'm not here to pick sides.
Were they epic?
It was epic because the way. Oh man, can you just go ahead and play some of this stuff, man? from what this is what I understand. Let me tell you what my lay person is. Just as a man, let's just imagine. Of course, we men, we standing around. We at the barber shop. We just having a conversation. Now, neither one of us got no hair, so what the hell we doing at the barber shop?
Shit, that's what it look
But
at.
we in there. That's what it look at.
And hold on, whoa, I got it. That's where the single parent mothers bring their sons at.
And that's where the conversation happens, right? That's where men get to be men. This is where we get the male perspective.
Right.
So I say a meltdown of epic proportions because here we have Monique again. Now, don't get me wrong. Love me some Monique. Okay? I'm going to say that. Love me some Monique. I've always loved me some Monique. I've liked her comedy over the years. But now we got, y'all remember hearing about her having beef with Tyler Perry, right? Y'all heard about her having beef with Les Daniels, right? One of the big producers. You heard about her having beef with Oprah Winfrey. Netflix. I mean, just anybody that you can think
everywhere
of.
except for damn Krispy Kreme donut.
Yep, she ain't got no beef with Krispy Kremes, as you say. But I'm just saying. But Monique has now gotten herself into a beef with D.L. Hughley over what? I'm not sure. All I know is that there was something about them doing a show. Monique had been quiet, relatively quiet as of late. Les Daniels apologized. Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels apologized to her for what she accused him and Oprah and Tyler of blackballing her in Hollywood or blackballing her in the industry, stating that she was hard to work with, so on and so forth. And, she's got all these unsavory demands or over-the-top demands, and she's hard to work with and all this good stuff, and effectively blackballing her. And, I can understand how that can happen in Hollywood. I've heard stories and I've heard tales, of different things that people do to each other in Hollywood when they have power. Fine. However, here we go. She got beef with D.L. Hughley now. And this is over a comedy show that they were supposed to both participate in, and both of them are talent, right? Both of them are comedians, right?
Right. I'm gonna pull up the clip. Go ahead and
But apparently, Monique believed herself to be the headliner of the show, and that I guess that matters in the comedy in the industry.
That matters.
It does. Top billing
with performing entertainers. Okay. And it's not just stand-up comedy. It happens very often when you got like performing artists from the stage. Yeah. Who do music.
Who's on the marquee?
Who's on the marquee?
Who's the top billing?
Who's the man?
Who's top billing? Right. So rap concerts. You go there. Like I went to go see the Fat Boys, and they were the headliner. Because they was the biggest act right there. But I also saw Digital Underground, I saw Pepper, and I saw a bunch of people. Right. Dana Dane. But, the Fat Boys were the biggest act at the time. So they were the headliner. So I guess it matters. I don't know if that gives you more money. Yeah. That means your deal is better. I don't know what that is. However, so she was allegedly supposed to be the headliner. Wanted D.L. to go on first. D.L. was like, I'm not going on first. I'm going on, in this position or what have you. There was some sort of beef. But she didn't take it up with the promotions team or with the team that set up the show. She decided to take it on the stage, and rant for 45 minutes, wasn't it?
It was a rant.
It was a rant. She went on a rant about how she was supposed to be the headliner and DL and da-da-da-da-da, and I was the headliner at the Queens of Comedy, and DL opened for the Kings of Comedy, and therefore I was in a better position. And I'm confused because first of all, these people, they don't affect my life in any way like that. But I just thought it was interesting because it polarized the internet to the point. It polarized people to the point of talking about how, see, this is what happens, black women being disrespected and not treated well and not doing this and that and the other. And it turned into almost a cat fight where we was showing contracts and look what my contract say versus what your contract says. Right. And it went there. And I'm thinking, myself personally, and I don't know these people, I would have thought maybe they had a rapport to where they could talk to each other about stuff like
No,
this.
You can't talk to black women these days. What are you talking about?
Is it black women or is it black people?
I said black women. I said what I said.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, here's a little bit of the clip of her talking. This happened in Michigan at the end of last month.
Tell a black woman she wrong. Where?
Oh my goodness. So go ahead and play a little bit of this clip.
That's my family, nigga. I'm home,
nigga. Going through this with DL, who had nothing to do with her contract.
motherfucking home, yo. I go all the way back with Coco in the motherfucking lounge in the back of the bar when they was cooking motherfucking fried fish, bitch. That's me, nigga. That's me, Detroit.
There we go.
I'm the bitch who did fuck a nigga in the car, but bitch, that happened so long ago. See, black women, let me tell you something.
There we go.
A lot of black men in Hollywood got a problem with me. Because I got a motherfucking black king. That's my husband.
Yes,
and them niggas
bitch.
can't understand it. They can't fathom it. It makes them motherfucking sick.
I know.
Because at what time did black men start attacking black women? What kind of real nigga is that?
Attack.
That's a bitch nigga.
That's attack.
That's a bitch nigga. What kind of real nigga would never attack a goddamn black woman? A bitch nigga. I feel sorry for D.L. Hughley's family. I feel sorry for his motherfucking wife. Because how do you suck the dick of a coward? What?
See, look at it. They love that shit.
I tried to play fair, bitch. I tried to play fair, nigga. I tried to play fair. We was on the countdown, nigga. 10, 9, 8, 7, check. See? I don't fuck with nobody. And as an entertainer,
Hey, don't nobody fuck with you.
are off limits.
That is off limits.
Hold up.
As
Hold up.
entertainers, we don't fuck with each other's families. Because for me, that is crossing the line. See, I want to give you all the history so you understand a bitch's position. I want to give you the history, mama, so you understand. See, when I look at my wives and sisters, and she look at me like this, get that, nigga. Thank you, mama. See, I did this radio show one time, right? Because I'm thinking, this is my boy. This nigga ain't never had no motherfucking problem, yo.
She did a whole show just dragging this dude.
dude.
Hold on, let me get some more shit.
Bitch went to England program. When we get to the end of the program.
Let me fast forward, people. You know, we gonna get to...
Called Would You Rather. Would you rather? I said, fuck it, let's go. And then the sister Jasmine says, would you rather your husband fuck Lee Daniels without a condom or Corinne Steffens with one?
Oh my God. We don't need to go there. Anyways, we already see what it is, man. We see what's going on, man. Look, man. Go ahead, Mark. But let's see what the leg chats are saying.
Cause I mean, I'm outdone, bro. I mean, she just said. Now I know she just said that families are off limits, but she said that on DL's show when she did his show. One of the people on the show said something derogatory about her husband. Okay. In playing whatever little game that is, right? Mm-hmm. Would you rather? Okay, they were playing a game apparently.
Okay.
So somebody crossed the line. I'm gonna go with what Trey is saying because that's my theory as entertainment. Okay, as an entertainer, as somebody who entertains. Oh Lord, aren't they mad at the wrong people? Sounds like the promoters messed that shit up. So here's the thing. All right. I understand that's an ego thing, okay? So being the headliner is an ego thing, all right? I'm the headliner. Right. Understand that. Right. We on Yale Radiocast. Yale is the person, right? I tease and I say we doing Mark L Radiocast when Dallin is out of the office, but I know what company I work for.
Hold on, whoa. So you do know who runs the company.
I know what company
so you
I
do
work
know
for.
whose product it is.
I do. Mark L.
That's a little thing in the air. Sometimes people don't know whose shit it is.
Mark L, y'all, Mark L. But I know who I work for. I know what company I work for. I know what organization I work for. But this is a conversation that, you know, it's not a hard conversation for us to have.
Right.
But if it was a problem, I wouldn't expect him to come on and do an hour-long show ranting on how Mark L is stupid, talking about his Mark L Radiocast.
Yeah.
I would expect the phone call going, hey, nigga, I don't like that shit you said.
Right.
And I need you to straighten that on the next show on Yale Radiocast.
Or better yet,
if it was that bad.
Or better yet, you can refer back to the contract and see what the contract says and see who owns the shit and see whose show it actually is.
Oh yeah.
While you're complaining about
the contract
the contract that you signed. While you complain about not being the headliner or being second fiddle or being third fiddle, the contract says this is how it goes. See, that's the problem. These motherfuckers want to create a contract, but don't want to follow the contract.
Don't want to follow the contract.
You want the contract to adjust to how you want it.
Right.
And then on the back end, it says this, and you're going to complain for what you signed up for?
You
Come on, Monique.
This, though. But you signed this, though. Did you not read it? Did you not take it to your legal team?
It's a lot of people that don't read this well these days, and it starts to show. Just because you're in the entertainment industry don't mean you're smart in the entertainment industry.
But then that's why you hire people to look out for your stuff.
Well, you got to be smart to hire somebody.
This is true.
Especially often you're told to hire somebody. You're told to have your team look at this contract.
Go through
if your team looks at the contract, i.e. her daddy, daddy,
and signs it,
and then if you sign it, and then later on there's a problem with what you signed, that actually means that you're just stupid as shit.
Because you didn't read something.
Because you didn't read it. Or your management is stupid as shit. Or you and your management are both all stupid as shit.
Correct.
So, it's a lot going on the leg chats.
It's man.
Yeah. Well, you know, Gemini season is still hot.
Okay.
Gemini season is still here.
It's still here.
Trey Michaels in reference to Monique, who don't like Krispy Kreme.
I love it. I cried when the Super Krispy Kreme burnt down downtown. When it burnt down.
Shaq's Krispy Kreme.
The Super Krispy Kreme.
Super Krispy Kreme.
Yes.
Dr. Evil. Hey, that is a good statement. You take you everywhere you go. That is correct.
You do. Indeed. You do. And it's just, it's a lot, man, to think that you can't see this as a legal thing. So what is her problem actually? And this is what this is why I'm asking this. You are an entity who's an entertainer, right?
Well,
and you have a management company, right? And then DL is an entertainer who
well.
also has a management company
as well.
So why tear DL down? Mm-hmm. He's a talent just like you. Technically, according to you, you're up a level. You're above him. So why would you be talking to the peon if that's the case? Is it because you felt like DL should have jumped up and defended you when you said you were the headliner and said, yes, she's a headliner? Why? Why would he do that?
Let me address.
Is that what the problem is? Because I don't understand the issue. What's the point in going after DL?
I'm gonna circle back to that.
Okay.
Why is she going after DL?
Why is she going after DL?
Let's get some more of the chats in.
Okay.
You take you everywhere you go, Dr. Evil Genius. Shout out to him. Outstanding podcast as well. Everybody that's on the Twitch, follow Dr. Evil Genius.
Yep.
Demands are difficult to work with. Sounds like a common modern woman.
Wow. You think so, Dr. Evil Genius, do you think women in general are difficult
to
work with?
Nigga, we said that.
You really think they're difficult to work with?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, Mark, we know you're the empathizer here, and that's a great thing to be, because women do need somebody on the man's side to vouch for women. Because, of course, not every woman.
Of course not.
Of course not every woman. But it has been a atmosphere as of late.
A trend of that.
A trend as of late. Mm-hmm. And it's not every woman, but what me and TR have often said is the confrontational women are speaking louder than the cooperative women.
Okay, gotcha.
So it may be more cooperative women out there.
Gotcha.
We don't know the levels. We don't know the percentages. What I'm saying is we hear the loud motherfuckers being loud.
Gotcha.
And we don't even see the people, women, who are actually handling their business regardless, like a Trey Michaels or a Walker Stylist.
Okay.
They're not out here saying, see me too. Why? Because they're handling their business.
Right. They don't got time.
They don't got time for it. But that chick that needs the attention, black women, and y'all got y'all foot on our necks. See what we saying? See what y'all doing? Y'all still holding us down. Y'all still holding us back. Black men ain't shit. Black men can't even feed us. Black men won't pull out a chair. Black men ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. My pussy better than hers. My pussy's wop. My pussy's wet. Pay attention to everything I do. Fuck him. And now you get Monique's, you get everything that comes into conflict, it gets charged as black men don't respect all women.
Gotcha.
No, we just don't fuck with you loud, goofy motherfuckers.
Okay.
Let me go with what Trey Michaels is saying.
Trey Michaels says, from what I read regarding DL and Monique are fussing over who is supposed to headline. I saw a contract posted from her, but a run of show memo posted from his side, both of which had different headliners. Contract had her headlining, and the run of the show had him headlining. So reading what Trey has pulled up here. Thank you so much for that, Trey Michael. Again, shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in today. So based on this, they both have things that say two different things. It says one of his says headlining, hers says headlining. Her contract said headline. His run of show said he was headlining. Mm-hmm. So the issue is not with each other. It should not be. It should not have been with DL. It should have been with the promoter or whoever was running the show.
Based on limited info I seen, Monique shouldn't be mad at anyone but the damn promoters who didn't settle that shit properly. She done made fun of that man for having a support dog, everything. Industry pits black talent against each other, and that's sad. Now, I want to talk about that part with the support dog, Trey. Thank you for bringing that part up.
Yeah,
listen, this is a perfect example, because it's, as you said earlier, Markel, how once again black men and black women have been pitted against each other.
Oh yeah, stop typing around the conversation.
This circles back to why
that's what Kendrick said.
Why men can't even open up emotionally.
Correct.
This man can't even have a support dog.
And he explained. I saw the interview.
Yeah, and let's go explain that side while we're at it. Thank you for bringing that part up, Trey.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's like we can't even have a support dog.
Right.
We can't even have a support dog, goddamn.
So just, and it's because, I understand, Monique, you angry.
All right, that was Khalid.
I understand you're angry, but your anger is misdirected, is what my thought process is. Because I don't think DL had anything to do with how that contract went.
Mark L., we cannot have a support dog. I just want to put that out there.
Let's play this piece of that interview that DL had.
I want to work with. I don't work because that is a very precious place to me. I've been offered a gig, a couple of gigs, 3 or 4 gigs to work with Monique in LA, in Brooklyn, in Houston, and I turned them down because I didn't think it would work. So after talking to a lot of people, and one of the very people in this room about how things are different, 2 of the very people in this room, as a matter of fact, and how things are different, and look at how things are coming around, I decided it would be wrong for me not to give somebody a chance based on things that they'd never done to me. That would have been wrong to me. And when she talks, she goes on her diatribe and she talks about me having my feet under her table. That was at her invitation. I was doing a gig in Greenbelt, Maryland. She lived in Baltimore. She was having a fight party. It was, I think, Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. And sure enough, I came to her table at her invitation. And it was a wonderful time. As a matter of fact, it was based on that interaction, along with talking to people, I decided that I would do these gigs. I decided I would do it. And now I know what Tyler Perry knows. I know what Lee Daniels knows. I know what Oprah knows. I know what Steve Harvey knows. I know what Charlamagne the God knows. I know what Necklit knows. Saying yes to Monique is an occupational hazard. Now, we're playing a gig in Detroit this weekend. I know I'm going on at 9:45. I leave the hotel. I get there around 9. Monique had just gotten there. She's supposed to be there at 8:40. She had just gotten there, gone at 8:40. She got there at 8:38. What Monique was trying to do was to slow walk the show. She didn't end up getting on for 30 minutes. The oldest trick in the world is, if I want to change the order and I don't have merit, I'll try to make people wait so long that everybody gets nervous and go, please, just go on so we can avoid a conflict. That didn't happen. Monique got on stage. Monique actually felt like she had merit. She would have done one of 3 things. Either she would have took it up with the promoter, and she did, and the promoter said, we're going on, and whether you go on or not, that's a different thing. You would have not done it, but she knew she had to get on stage, or she would be in breach of contract, or she would have come to talk to me. She didn't ever, and I emphatically emphasize this, she never once talked to me. I haven't seen Monique in years. I didn't see her at the venue before, after, or during. I haven't spoken or seen Monique. So if you really thought that you had a legitimate contract dispute, you would have come to me and said, hey, I have this contract and you had this contract. Notice not one thing on that contract, not one person she has on that contract, not one thing happened. Do you know why? Because it wasn't legitimate. And she goes on stage and she proceeds to eviscerate me. Not just me, but Steve Harvey, the sexual, my wife, my dog later on in subsequent conversation. Let me ask you something. What did any of that have to do with an alleged contract dispute? What did Steve Harvey have to do with your contract? What did I have to do with your contract? What did my dog have to do with your contract? What does my wife have to do with your contract? You wrote your contract, you and your daddy. You proceeded to say things that were so patently insulting that it was galling. It was galling. You asked in subsequent conversations why I have a dog, a support dog. What kind of person has a support dog? I have that dog because my father died. My children and family decided they would get a dog from where he was from, and I named the dog after my father. I don't have a dog to keep people away from me. I have a dog so I have my father with me all the time. That is an act of love which you know very little about. You proceeded to assault my sexuality. You have the temerity to assault
I want to talk
sexuality,
about that.
a man's sexuality, given who you lay
I want
next
to talk
to.
about that.
None of
I want to talk about that right there. We're going to hold that right there. Look, man, the crazy thing about the sexuality comment, women, for the most part, and I will stick to this, and I will argue this, women are the biggest supporter of the LGBT equality movement, as far as in the more so than men.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You know, I feel, I'm starting to politically be correct with my verbiage here. That's 47. I'm trying to become a more mature, wiser dialect.
Does that make him more dangerous?
It makes me so much more dangerous when you know your power, when your powers is in words and in contracts.
Walk into it, brother. Walk into it.
So it irks me when I see women who claim to be so supportive of LGBT movement, right? Let them claim it. Then at a moment of conflict with a man, you throw a homosexual reference as if there is a problem with homosexuality.
I got you. They use it as a weapon.
You use it as
weaponize it. They weaponize it.
Which side of this fucking fence are you on?
Okay.
Because if it is so cool and supportive, saying that a man is gay shouldn't be a slander verbiage. Should not be a demeaning term. But when you want to reference a man's lifestyle and question it, look what they did to Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
He conflicted with every woman and they said that man was gay.
Okay.
Let's just say he was. So what? Let y'all tell it. Let y'all tell it. It's cool to be gay. So which side of the fence are you on? Don't throw the flag and say yes in support of rights, and then when there's conflict, say, ha, your gay ass.
I got you. I feel what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Mark.
I'm tripping on how she was hating on the support animal. Like, what is that about? And again, I'm still riding with Trey Michael, and I'm riding with the understanding that there's a contract dispute here. This ain't a personal dispute. Like, DL didn't personally go and tell them, hey, fuck her over. I don't think that's the case. But what I'm thinking is her anger comes from what? Feeling like DL didn't stick up for her?
But why did he have to?
You are an entertainer just like I am,
He
right?
came to get his check just like you came to get yours.
Came to get your check.
Now we have another conflict of women expecting men to fight for them at every corner.
Right. Is that the case though? Is that's what I'm trying to understand is and if we're trying to get to a point of equality, right?
Let me say this. We are having some troubles on the stream with Twitch. So if you are, because the Twitch stream is jumping in and out, go to YouTube as well and Facebook as well at Yale Radiocast or at Yale Entertainment and Yale Radiocast on YouTube if you're having troubles with Twitch. But yeah,
I'm trying to understand where the seething anger came from. Like,
because
it's just out of nowhere. She's just angry.
Angry black woman. I'm gonna stick to that shit.
And
I'm gonna stick to my guns on that. Once again, I want to reference that. I understand that this isn't every woman, so but just like narratives already being pushed. What are you to call it when you see it exclusively from her constantly, and now every fight got to be in support of?
Right.
When he said that, okay, in support of her, I'm going to work with her. Now the conversation is who's more funnier. Well, that doesn't equate to headliner.
No.
The hotter act determines who's the headliner.
Sure.
Who would be the headliner in Prince and Michael Jackson? Whoever had the hit album that year.
Correct.
When people will determine this person's better than that person if they was on a concert together.
Right.
Who's the hotter person? Now, everybody saying Monique funnier than D.L. Hughley. I don't think neither one of them are funny.
So it really ain't got, you really don't got a dog in the fight.
I don't got a dog in a fight. I've never thought D.L. Hughley was funny.
Right. Damn, all the way back from Comic View, boy, he was hilarious on Comic View.
No, the motherfucker just said shit about people
worked.
in the audience. He never said a funny joke to me.
I got you. I understand.
He never created a funny skit, a funny stand-up to me, ever.
Got you.
Monique, she talk about men. I'm a man. Fuck her Oompa Loompa ass, too. Fuck both of them. Right. Now, what I say where I connect with D.L. Hughley more is, if you notice, as of late, he's been more in politics.
Yeah.
And more about community awareness, more about the black struggles and the black fights.
Okay.
So he resonates with me more because of his current work in activism.
Got you.
And maybe that's a bigger thing now that may make him bigger, maybe at the moment. Maybe.
But I mean, even still, dude, like, seriously, it's almost like we both went to Wendy's. We both got extra value meals, and you had 3 more fries than me,
right?
And I turn around and cuss you out because you
got
got 3 more fries.
I deserve those fries, motherfucker.
But I'm saying,
Walker Stylist is saying flip a coin.
Flip a coin as far as who the headliner is.
But it ain't that easy.
It's not that easy because it's contractual agreement.
It's contractual agreement, and maybe it's about positioning in the industry system. It's about where you use this as a reference to say, I did this at this event. I was the headliner for this event.
Yeah.
That may offer for the next event to offer more money. Right. So it's about positioning and it's about finances. I've been doing this for years where I had shows and people want to argue about who's going last, what time they going on,
right?
And people thought that they were the bigger name until the bigger name came in.
Right. I got you.
And the bigger name was the bigger name.
Right.
And the bigger name bought the bigger crowd.
Got you. That's what we doing.
That's what we doing.
So, but we talking about business decisions here now, right?
Yeah.
This is what the discussion is about.
You know what? I would say this. Trey Michaels on the stream. I remember her saying a few shows back how she thinks women are more emotionally stronger than men, and I agree with her. And I want to retract my statement on that. Mm-hmm. Because this is proof that y'all not. Y'all not. Y'all can handle family things better because of your base out of love for family. But things like this, when you go off on stage, we are so family-based, structure-based things, I would think women are stronger.
Okay.
Relationship-based things, women are stronger. Mm-hmm. I would say that. Outside of that, you got this business stuff, and you bringing feelings into business. And I see it a lot. I've seen it with. We just saw the Johnny Depp trial.
Oh my goodness.
We see a lot of emotional. I think, and all I heard was I feel. Right. I deal with it at work daily, where I hear a lot of I feel.
Right.
And not what actually is.
Gotcha. Dr. Evil Genius. Why would anyone want to see her headline anything when she's going to spend her stage time complaining instead of entertaining the audience? She obviously had an axe to grind, right? Mm-hmm. But she picked up the wrong axe. Am I the only one seeing this? Am I the only one seeing this? Your manager is shit. But your manager is shit.
But you're not the only one to see this. But you saw that she had that whole crowd of women riding with her, right?
Yeah, right.
This is it becomes a woman's battle once again for equality.
But they didn't have a whole story.
A lot of salty masculine energy. Surprised no one wants to deal with her. Dr. Evil, I don't think that was masculine energy. To me, yelling and sticking your chest out does not equal masculinity to me.
Now there's a thought. There's a thought.
That she fall right in the line with feminine energy, in my opinion.
I just don't. I think it's really just misdirected energy. Misdirected anger.
It is misdirected.
Misdirected anger. And men people are subjected to misdirected anger.
Oh, shit. You know how much misdirected.
Listen. Listen. I grew up on the south side of Chicago.
Yeah.
Misdirected anger is what I eat for motherfucking breakfast.
Hey, yeah.
Shit.
Shoot.
But
Markel got to eat on the floor.
I'm saying, this is what I'm saying.
The bullets come through the window.
The bullets coming through the window, right. But I'm saying, dude, misdirected anger is a thing. Yeah. But I can't understand why her management,
because that's the husband. The husband got to appease.
No. I would at least spoke to my artist.
What are you talking about?
Trey Michael and Dr. Evil Genius. I think the audience eats this shit up. People love drama. If they didn't, we wouldn't even be talking about this shit right now today. You are correct. You are correct. The audience does eat up the drama, but you create these people who really know nothing about what's going on. Mm-hmm. All they hear is her ranting,
right,
about something they believe, and have people believe D.L. Hughley has something to do with
Dr. Evil Genius. I do feel dumber having to watch this garbage.
Haven't seen it. You haven't seen her rant on stage for 45 minutes.
You can't make an evil genius dumber, can you?
Oh, my God.
Life is hard enough without having to hear her talk.
Jesus. I just don't know why it was necessary for her to do this. And again, I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what she's feeling. I don't know if she's brainwashed. I don't know if she is on the good drugs, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I never want to charge it to drugs.
I don't want to charge it to drugs either, but it just seems
she is over the top,
surreal
cuckoo.
That she went there. It's like, are you people? Didn't you say you had this man at your table? Are y'all even friends?
No, it's business.
Didn't you say you invited this man over?
It's business. I've invited plenty of people to the crib to discuss business.
Right, but they not necessarily friends. They business.
Friends, it's business. Trey Michaels once again, but then I'm not a big fan of stand-up in general. I only like old school folks from when I was a kid. Pryor Fox, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac.
Gotcha.
Most folks, after them, I don't care to watch. I used to like Chappelle's show, but he done changed. I agree. He's gotten better, Trey.
Well, Chappelle, it go either way on Chappelle nowadays.
Chappelle has not changed.
It goes either way on Chappelle nowadays.
Chappelle has always addressed the elephant in the room.
Right.
He's gotten more focused on the political side
of it, yeah.
I think most people, as they mature, they kind of focus on bigger issues. If you could check every comedian as they've grown and progressed, even musicians, all entertainers, they become more aware or more verbal about social issues.
Right, their surroundings and
even Cat Williams' last stand-up, people said that they didn't like it wasn't funny. He focused so much on politics, really, that whole stand-up, and a lot of people didn't like it because it wasn't Cat Williams. And I'm thinking, I think he was a more mature, older Cat Williams.
Cat Williams who been through some shit.
Yeah, it been through some shit. It ain't about women. It ain't about hoes no more. It ain't about the little minor, stuff in the world. We talking about big picture conversation now. Mm-hmm. And I think, people are using their platforms to kind of wake people up, I think.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
So, but Trey Michaels and Dr. Evil are going off on the streams. Hey, I appreciate y'all. So give us some likes and everything. And once again,
well, comedians are like our modern day philosophers, right? They're like the people who kind of bring it, try to bring the conversation forward that folks is having in whispers in their living rooms. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to spread it out, spread the gospel, trying to get it out there for people. I'm at a loss as to
I see what she says. Well, I just don't enjoy how he's showing up today like I used to, and that's okay. I think he's very talented at what he does. Just ain't my type of comedy. I get why, because he talk about damn rainbow people. Just say that's what it is, Trey.
He talk about everybody.
But the highlight has been the rainbow people, and they the ones that got offended. So yeah, before rainbow people, he ain't ready to bring stuff up. So now he bringing up the damn Crayola Coalition, the Crayola Coalition, and them motherfuckers don't like that. I love it. Equality. Y'all ask for equality. Guess what? We talking about you motherfuckers too. Welcome to equality. You asked for it. We gonna talk about you goofy motherfuckers too. I'm gonna talk about the man and his ain't shit ass, the woman and her ain't shit ass, and the man that thinks she's a woman, he's a woman, and the woman that thinks she's a man, ass too. Welcome to the platform, motherfuckers. Join and go sit over here, and I'll go down the list and get on y'all niggas in a minute.
Y'all be next.
After I talk about these goofy ass women with these long ass eyelashes and this goofy motherfucker with his pants sagging, and he's a rap star, and he's talking about killing people with his dumb ass, and he got locked up. He's stupid, she's stupid, and no, motherfucker, just because you wear a dress, your name ain't Brenda. Everybody gets it.
And now you got Hoochie Daddy shorts.
And now you...
Shout out to the upper room. So, we done made Dollar take off his headphones. I know he gonna be a man on fire. Not with them tight ass shorts on. Anyway, but I feel you. So, again, I wanted to bring up that topic of Monique just to try to figure out what if any problem do you see with this situation? My main problem is this. This is a business thing. It did not require you to take it personal, I think. Now, just to go ahead and just give you the 100, I wasn't backstage. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened between the two of them. I don't know if there's deeper stuff going on. I have no idea. All I know is what I see, just like the rest of the general public.
Right.
So my side of this is this. This was a business dispute gone wrong. Mm-hmm. This is a business issue that you should have taken up with the people that were handling the business, that being the manager, that being the promoter, that being whoever was responsible for those contracts. That's who you take it up with. Taking it up with another talent, someone on your level, or someone who is doing the same thing you're doing. Let's not even put it on levels. Someone doing the exact same thing that you are doing. That's not who you take it up with. Now, as a friend, if y'all are friends, I understand what Dylan is saying. Hey, we're not necessarily friends. We're just his business, okay? But as someone who you claim you had in your home with their quote-unquote feet under your table, I would think I'd go, hey, Dylan, man, hey, did you get like 3 more fries than I did? Man, that's fucked up. Don't you think I should have got them 3 fries too?
No.
I mean, why?
No.
Cause
no,
what?
Because people really don't want you here.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, at least you was honest.
Yeah, people really don't want you.
Well, at least you.
When's the last time somebody said, no, I don't want Dylan? We've heard kind of plenty of people say, I really don't want you around here. We've heard.
Somebody give me the phone book. I'm going to just start with Florida.
We've heard plenty of people say, Mark, I
don't know about that dude.
I'm kind of cool.
So that's why you didn't
right
get the
now.
3 extra fries.
So
sir.
that's why you didn't get the 3 extra fries.
So
nobody has said, I don't want Dylan here.
Right. So that's a conversation. But that's us as a friendship.
But
if I got a problem then I'm going to go talk some shit. Okay? Now I'm going to talk some shit. But until that time, we're talking about a contract issue. We're talking about an issue where you got a contract that says you're the headliner, and I got a show run that says I'm the headliner. So somebody lied. Somebody lied. Look.
Yes.
Somebody lied.
Somebody is lying.
Somebody lied. But it's not me or you. It's somebody up here because we both were told this information, right?
Well, if and this is just my reading on the subject. What Monique had was her personal contract. He had the contract that was actually presented by the promoting company.
Okay.
So when you are given a little insight here, and that doesn't mean that this is in relation to this actual, because none of us was there.
Okay.
I look and I search talent, Mr. Mark L.
Okay.
Mr. Mark L provides me a contract already created template for his requirements.
Right. Rider, etc.
A rider contract. Which in your contract You state you're the headliner.
I'm the headliner.
Now, just because that's your contract doesn't mean that's the contract.
Okay, gotcha. So I send that contract to you.
Yes, these are my requirements. Cool. I see your requirements.
Thank you.
Thank you. And those might have been the actual things that they agreed to. Mm-hmm. And maybe a day or two later, because I'm still looking for talent, we get a Mr. D.L. Hughley. Oh, shit, that's a little bit of a bigger name. Mm-hmm. Let me see if we could get him.
He's popular right now.
He's popular right now. And he agrees as well. Now we have a conflict of interest because he don't have a personal contract that says on the headliner. But he, just as Monique deservingly has the right to, because of the work that she's put in. I would never minimize her work and her effort and the time that she put in the industry. Mm-hmm. He has the same requirements, the same expectations. Who's bigger, Monique or D.L. Hughley? Who do you think?
Is that rhetorical?
No, that's an actual question.
I mean, when you get D.L. Hughley and you got Monique. I mean, she's a big name. D.L.'s a big name.
Who's bigger, Markel?
I mean,
who's bigger, Markel?
I mean, actually, neither one of them is big to me.
Somebody, one of them, but they both can't.
Okay. Now time out.
20, 30 years in.
All right, let me say it like this.
We're not going to minimize.
Let me say it. Okay, let me put it like this.
Industry.
Using my critical theory, my critical brain, I'm going to say it's DL. The reason I say that is because DL has a nationally syndicated radio show.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Monique does not have a radio show. Monique is doing acts or performances wherever she can. She's not doing any acting. She doesn't have a show on TV anymore. Because had this been a few years ago, we could have said that the show that she was on, what was the show with her and Contessa? The Parkers.
The Parkers.
Okay, so
that was in the 90s, 2000s.
But what I'm saying is, had it been during the show run, I could say that Monique was the bigger act because let's say DL's show was not running anymore.
Why the hell she can't see it?
Because she has an ego like most entertainers, and you're gonna always think. I mean, it's the same thing. There used to be. I remember there used to be this podcast where there was these dudes, and all of them thought they were the star. All of them wanted to be the star at the same time, right?
Oh, those things still go on.
Yeah, they do. They still do, and it usually causes them to implode.
Yeah, they will.
At some point, they will implode because nobody can decide who's going to lead, who's going to follow, right?
Or which way to go, left or right.
Right, or how they want to go with it, and everybody has different ideas.
Right.
But my point being is simply this. I think that's something that y'all should work out before you start trying to put out a product. But I'm going to leave it at that, y'all. Anyhow.
So, yeah, that's what we we go close out this part.
Contractual agreements.
Contractual adjustments. So, moving forward, what happens to Monique? Cause
man, she's starting to become untouchable. Like
now this is the problem. This is a perfect moment for her to use. See what happens to us, because that's what you started saying. How this is more division.
Yes, and it is dividing us. That is a division because now you got this whole theory online, and this is what we mean when we say black women aren't protected. Protected from what? From a contract?
Yeah, that was her narrative that she was attacked.
How did he? I'm trying to understand what. So did I miss something? How was he attacking her? By what? By coming to do the goddamn show?
He hit her with his popularity.
He hit her with the radio program.
Yes, he hit her with the "I'm bigger than you." That's a blow to your ego. Didn't you just say they got egos?
But I'm saying though, dude, that's not an issue with him. That's not an issue with him. It's misdirected anger. That's an issue with the promotion and your manager.
Right.
And why wouldn't your manager listen?
Well, the manager
why we have lawyers in court. So that you don't fuck up your case and end up in jail.
But the manager is the husband who, once again, has to appease the wife's request.
Fire him. Fire him. Fire him.
Now you can't fire him because
fire him.
You can't.
Yeah, you can.
Problems in the household.
Yeah, you can. Brittany fired her daddy. Fire him.
Daddy is
Brittany fired her daddy.
Daddy
fire
is
him.
Different than husband.
Fire him. She called him daddy. Fire him.
I hope her daddy wasn't laying.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. I honestly think, it's great that you can get your family involved in trying to manage your stuff, but if your shit is on fire, like her stuff's on fire right now, you need a whole PR team, bro. Because at this point, who wants to work with her? Because this is, so they need to have another, they need to have a women comedy show then. Now, the question is, who's going to be the headliner? Some more? Her, some more? Who else?
I don't know. I don't listen to her. But she ain't funny either.
I mean,
but she's the biggest name. Right now.
Right.
Ooh wee.
Oh boy.
Who would y'all pay to see?
Who would? No. Who gonna say black women ain't being defended then? If she don't beat them, if she is not the headline,
and more than likely the promoter will be a man. Yeah.
All I'm saying is this: read your contracts.
Read your contracts.
We're gonna take a quick break and come back. We got to talk a little bit about. Unfortunately, we're gonna take this. I mean, this is silly. I think this subject is silly. It was worth talking about because I was really concerned because, like I said, it got real polarizing. But we're gonna talk a little bit about some of the other serious events that have been happening in the news lately with these. Oh my God! With these serial shooters and these mass killings that have just plagued the news over the last few weeks. So stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna talk a little bit about it.
Hit us with a like, subscribe, and share, please.
Absolutely.
Hit us with them.
Hey, and we sponsored today, ain't we?
Connecting the Links organization once again is our sponsored show for Yale Radiocast today. Shout out to Miss Shirley Stembridge and the Connecting the Links family.
Yes,
we have a march coming up on the 18th of this month.
Yep.
A pre-Juneteenth march for anti-violence.
Yep.
So shout out to Miss Shirley and the Connecting the Links. They are sponsors for this week. And we're going to go to a commercial break. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Subscribe, like, share. We will be back momentarily.
Yep, hold tight.
One step away from hitting center stage. One step away from coming out the tunnel to the game. One step away from everybody jumping on my way. Now just let me introduce you to the way I do my thing. I feel like I'm a step away from hitting center stage. One step away from coming out the tunnel to the game. One step away from everybody jumping on my way. Now just let me introduce you to the
6'2", looking sick up in that 6'2".
Yale Radiocast, the home of the hits. We already have plenty of music for the radio, but this right here is for the streets. Tune in to Hard Block Radio. That's right, music straight off the block. From the ride to the club, from trap to gangster rap. We got it right here on Yale Radiocast.
Hey, it's your girl Kay Chantel, your favorite one from Women in the Mic. I have a question. Do you own your own business and need advertising? Do you provide a service and want to increase your clientele? Well, bring your advertising needs to YaleRadiocast.com. We are on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, and iHeartRadio. We offer graphic design, web design, and video services. So, not only can you grow your business with Yale Radiocast, you can also listen to the hottest independent artists. Go to YaleRadiocast.com and get with the gold standard.
Yale Radiocast, the gold standard of online radio. We already bring you all hits all day, but this one right here is for my hip-hop heads. Tune in to Lyrical Exercise Radio. All bars, all day. You already know how we bring it from the East Coast to the West Coast to down south and even international. Hip-hop ain't dead, it's right here on Yale Radiocast.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
This is Dylan Yale, the program director of Yale Entertainment and Yale Radiocast. If you feel like you're the person to talk about politics, sports, entertainment, and more, Yale Radiocast is giving opportunities to those who are interested in a career in podcasting. We are now being heard by over 20 streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio, Pandora Music, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and more. Let Yale Radiocast be the brand that delivers your voice to the world. Contact us at YaleRadiocast.com or email us at YALEENT1@gmail.com. The Yale brand is the gold standard, and this is Yale Radiocast. Get the business. Yale Radiocast, now on Pandora Radio.
This is Divine Timing with your girl Sage Marie Yukio Blue, your energy witch. It's going to be real life stories, real people, and real situations. Get your journal, get you some tissue, get your accountability partner. Kick back, relax, sip on some wine, and let's vibe and ask some questions because I am going to be transparent. This is Yale Radiocast.
Coming at you live on Saturday mornings, the Male Review. Join me, Mark L., TR, Josh the Intern, and Dylan Yale. Come kick it with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We out here doing extraordinary things. Find out how men really think, how the world looks through our eyes. We talk about all the things that affect males. Tune in and check us out on the Male Review, the gentlemen that are going to take you there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on YaleRadiocast.com. Get the business.
Spitting hot flows, got those, put them in the street like potholes, play no game. Even if your name was Macho Man, Randy Savage, I'ma show you how I drop those, play no game. When it come to spitting hot rhymes, got lines, put them to a beat, then I drop mine, play no game. Even if you're trying to stop mine, stop trying, I'ma be the reason that you're not, cause I ain't play no game. See me break a sweat, flows run a marathon,
Hey man, what's up, man? It's your boy Pimp Slim, man.
Jump Be the Truth, co-host of Pimp Talk, YBDT, you heard?
Tune in to Pimp Talk, man. We just gonna give y'all a little flavor of what we got going on around here.
We bringing knowledge, we bringing inspiration, we bringing all that feel-good stuff that you may be lacking in your everyday life.
There's ways to try to reach out to these young people to change the world a little bit. Join your boy Pimp Slim, man. From 7 to 9.
Yale Radiocast and RTV every Monday, you heard?
You heard?
World famous DJ Cutthroat checking in, and you already know what's going down. If we on RTV, that means we on Yale Radiocast. That means we on the biggest media compilation coming out of Atlanta. If you didn't know, you better goddamn get to know right now. DJ Cutthroat, I'm certifying this thing. The plug, go.
And we're back. Thank you for tuning back in with us today on the Mail Review. It's your boy Mark L. in the building, along with Darlin Yale, right here on the Mail Review, the League of Extraordinary
Gentlemen. You know what I had to fix, brother?
Hey, what's happening, man?
You notice we did not have the Mail Review logo in the corner?
I mean,
of the string?
Well, you know, one thing I could say is that because we're so extraordinary,
right there.
It's right there. It's there. You see it? It's there now?
Yeah.
It's there. It's right.
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
Right about there? Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's the official.
That's the official
You know,
logo.
that's like a show of ownership when you see the Yale Radiocast, right?
You got to know it. You see it? It's right there. It's right there. And the Yale Radiocast is right there.
Right. Yeah. So, man, we're back from a commercial break. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Mail Review on Yale Radiocast. We just covered some the entertainment side of what we do.
Yep.
And I think it is pretty about that time for us to get a little serious with some things that have been going on in the news and in the world today. Unfortunately, while we were discussing earlier about the fun that we had or that I had within the past week and a half, the world is in turmoil, man. So it's hard to actually remain entertained and positive with so much evil
going on in the world. Yeah, man.
Going on in the world. What's going on with all these mass shootings?
Look,
the hell is?
If the pandemic wasn't enough, I mean, good Lord.
As if monkeypox wasn't enough.
Right, monkeypox
and then
COVID, and now we got
killer hornets, or killer shits,
everything. We still got people who are taking high-powered weapons and assaulting folks. Now,
it's always the same weapon. Go ahead.
It is always. It's always something. And that's the thing that's crazy. So just reading through. I'm taking this data from the Washington Post. Do you realize that since 2022 started, there have been over 200 mass shootings. Now, to be a mass shooting, it usually has to be, of course, more than one person that has been hurt or killed by someone with a weapon. Okay. So, taken from the Washington Post, before a man killed at least 4 people this past Wednesday at a hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma, there had already been a total of 232 mass shootings this year in the United States, according to the Gun Violence Archive. It is the 20th since last week's shooting at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, which left 19 children and 2 teachers dead. Do you understand the gravity of what I just said? This is the 6th month of the year.
232 mass shootings.
232 mass shootings. Now, there's a graphic in this page where it kind of looks at, the different years and how many there have been. But this graphic that shows from month to month how many days. So you see the signs at like plants and stuff like that says X amount of days since the last accident or since the last incident. It's ridiculous.
Look at this.
Hold
up. Let's look at January, how there's more shootings of mass shootings than not.
Yeah.
This is January right here, people.
January.
This is February. Way more mass shootings than not. February. 36 in February. 34 in January. March, it turned the fuck up with 42. Look. What day was this? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Yeah, I was just making sure what was going on the day that I got
I got you. No problem. Yeah.
April. April is hot.
57 mass shootings.
57, and then we're going more and more, and in May it's 61.
Right.
Hold up, brother. Let me talk about this. Let me talk about something. We just had a conversation on our last show where we was talking about the rights to bear arms and how they're opening up the floodgates for anybody to get a gun.
Yeah. About how they decided to just lower the requirement.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't need a license now.
Welcome to the results. Now, we know people still are going to get them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said there should be more restrictions.
Yeah. Or more restrictive ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why should you be able to, at 18, let's talk about the Uvalde shooter. Why should you be able at 18 to go in, and you don't even got a driver's license, to go buy high-powered weapons? And oh my God. The thing that's so bad about this, aside from the fact, of course, the loss of life, the senseless loss of life, is the fact that as a people, we really don't want the government in our business. But at the same time, if this the shit y'all doing, I think the government need to be in our business up to a certain extent, right? Because he talked about doing this online months before, right? He talked about doing this, about literally. You said what now?
Go ahead. I'm pulling the article.
You pull up article, and I'm trying to understand: is it evil, or is it a reflection of the mental health in this country right now with everything going on? Because what I feel like is this is a mental health crisis that happens to run up against gun legislation. Like, how could you consciously, how could you create these weapons of mass destruction? AR-15s, what do you need that for?
AR-15 is the constant gun of choice.
It is always the gun of choice. Why? Why should you, as a civilian, be able to buy one of these?
Well, it technically cannot be considered an automatic weapon, which brings a different charge for automatic weapon.
Correct.
It has automatic capability.
Correct.
It's not an automatic weapon.
It's not a fully automatic weapon.
Read that with Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil Jr. says, the Second Amendment has been a thing for 200 years. You are correct, sir. The mass shootings are a relatively new problem. Something else is the problem. And that's kind of where I was going with that, Dr. Evil. I think it's we're in the middle of a mental health crisis. But it's like the greed.
I want to point this out real quick.
Yeah.
This is the article I wanted to pull up. While they let that young man, after they were tracking his social media page, and they did not react, teen threatened to kill Fulton County Sheriff over YSL RICO arrest, officials say.
They wouldn't have got him, didn't they?
He put that up, they got him immediately. Okay, Fulton County, Georgia. A Georgia 18-year-old is facing nearly 24 felony charges for threatening to kill Fulton County Sheriff over the arrest of Young Thug and other members of the YSL organization, officials say. Deputies took 18-year-old Quantavious. It's always Quantavious.
It's always Quantavious.
It's always Quantavious. God damn it. Mamas, stop naming your goddamn babies anything with a Q and a Tavius in that shit. I guarantee. Moving along. Quantavious.
It is bad though that a lot of Quantavious.
I'm just saying.
That's terrible.
I don't make these stats. I just report them.
That's it. I got
Quantavious Mender into custody on May 26, 2022. According to investigators, Mender wrote multiple death threats on comments on Instagram posts of Sheriff Pat Labatt, the Gwinnett County Sheriff of the Fulton Clerk, and more after the arrest of Atlanta rapper Young Thug, Gunna, and 26 other associates of the on racketeering charges.
And now he going too.
Now look at this young man. They jumped right on top of that.
They yapped him up.
They look. They put the picture up there and everything. Quick. Now you can see that this is just an ignorant young man who is probably, unfortunately, a fan of
Young Thug and Gunna.
And the rest of them. Unfortunately, two sides to this. I'm going to go on our side. This is where parents are, and we can't monitor everything our kids do.
Facts.
We can't. But we definitely need to find a way to be more involved in the lives of our kids and what they find cool. What we are allowing to entertain them to be what would I say, to impress them, to influence them, to be what they find joy in. So, because I was applauding the rest of them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. Shit.
It just shows.
To me, it's like, get these motherfuckers off the streets.
They dangerous. I can't be out here if they out here.
Right. And I've always tried to teach any young man around me right from wrong and what not to even entertain, much less be involved in.
Correct.
Now, I grew up on NWA.
I was about to listen. You boy, I'm telling you, we're connected, brother. We are connected. Because I was just about to say, I grew up on Fuck the Police like you did, right?
There's a difference, Mark L.
I didn't threaten them.
Let me show you. Let me show you the difference.
I didn't threaten them though. But I sang it. At the top of my lungs.
The difference is, Marcus, is we were told this is entertainment. We were still told don't follow this lifestyle.
I got you.
See what I'm saying?
It's a difference.
Now they're being told to follow the lifestyle. They're not being told this is entertainment. Take it for what it is, face value, and
enjoy the music, and then you go out.
And you be doing something different.
Yeah.
Let these motherfuckers rap about killing the police.
Right.
You focus on being doctor, lawyer, whatever it is.
Right.
So
I got you.
Yeah.
So the difference is in how, but God, it's so disheartening to think that these people literally are walking in with these mental health issues and buying these weapons, and nobody is paying attention. It's like
they're paying attention.
They're not caring. Listen, Obtuse is this. The NRA literally had a convention in Texas the same week.
Talking about it. And the politicians were saying, hey, we're going to talk more about this at the NRA convention.
At the convention on the same
we're going to talk
week.
about not killing with guns while we at the gun convention. Let me go with Dr. Evil, man. Look.
How? How?
Business and money. Go ahead.
Dr. Evil. Entertainment is part of it. Taking an interest in the social development of kids is more important in my eyes.
Definitely.
And we agree.
And that's where I'm at with it. I'm totally right there with having our hand as much as we can, more so these days than because of the lack of and I'm not even going to do the lack of two-parent households. I'm not going to do that no more.
If you got up
because I grew up in a one-parent household.
Correct.
And Estelle was right there with me as much as she could be.
Yes.
As much as she could be.
Right.
So I don't. Unfortunately. And I know it's different.
And your chances are greater with two parents. However, that doesn't give you. It doesn't mean you have no chance with one.
That picture that I showed you earlier with me and my brothers, I seen too many one-parent households, and the mother was there still as much as they could to be as much as an influence as they could, to be as much as involved as they could, to not let that type of shit that we're seeing right now be the outcome. So you can't. I don't. But the daddy ain't there. It's not. I know it works better with two.
Yes.
I am not denying that. But with that said, if you understood that you're in a one-person situation, you have made it your obligation to go twice as hard.
Correct.
And you should expect that. Go ahead.
Correct. Dr. Evil Jr.'s boys being neglected and isolated in modern society in favor of promoting girls over them is a huge problem. Interesting. That's a thought.
Ooh.
So is this some of these shooters are growing up with two parents? Technically, this is true.
This is true as well.
This is also true. So basically, the belief from what I'm reading, from what I'm understanding from you, Dr. Evil, the fact that that the males are being neglected now. Is it systemic? Is it something that's happening? It's a societal thing that it seems like men are treated like he'll be all right? And is that what we're looking at?
But that's always been the case, Marcus.
It has.
That is the case with us with everything as it relates to anything we do.
Showing emotion.
Yeah. Don't have a
support animal.
Don't have a support animal. Don't you dare.
You know, I thought it was funny.
Don't even order a fruity drink.
Oh my God, the things that you can't do as a man nowadays are hilarious. You know, I thought it was funny because people cracked up about you. You remember my little dog Mojo, right?
Yeah, I remember Mojo. I remember pulling up to the house and Mojo.
Mojo was the tiniest little fluff ball.
Mojo was my guy.
And I've read online women say, man, I can't see no man with no little bitty dog. It's a dog. The dog. I didn't get the dog for protection. You ought to beware of me.
You the dog.
I'm the dog. This dog is here because I like this little dog. Me and this little dog are cool. We bonded.
Man, Mojo was my guy.
He was my guy, right?
I walked in the door. Mojo Jojo. Remember I come on, Mojo Jojo.
Mojo was this big, man. Mojo was this big. But I've read women. It seems crazy for a dude to have a little dog. Why? It's a dog.
Man, look.
I didn't know the dogs were gendered. Dogs are gendered? Like, they're gender specific?
They're gender specific, brother.
You can only have a little dog.
I actually make the biggest joke with me and Trina about that shit. Like, I ain't get no little fucking rat dog.
But you know what's funny?
But it's not because I don't think that a little dog is for me.
Right.
We need protection around
the house you live in, right?
And motherfucking house mouse ain't gonna cut it.
Ain't gonna do it. A house mouse. He said a house mouse. Y'all wrong for that.
House mouse. That little motherfucker gonna hide in the purse.
I like Rottweilers. I like pit bulls.
I want a German Shepherd.
I like Presa Canarios.
I want a German Shepherd because you know what I like? Obedience.
I don't know.
I like
the jury's out. The jury's out on
no,
that.
no, I'm not obedient.
The jury's
I
out on
require
that.
obedience.
I'm just saying, you know, I can go back in the history of German Shepherds and show you some videos.
Oh shit.
I can show you some videos. I show you German Shepherds. They don't really get along with black people too well.
No, and they're doing what they supposed to do.
Keep the black people out.
Yeah. What the fuck? You don't get it? You see who the one that's second?
I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Think about it. They following the direct orders of the owner.
Yes.
Aren't they?
Keep the black people out. Attack.
Shit, you ain't even got to tell me. I was going to get this motherfucker.
I was going to get him anyway the minute I seen him, right? I knew it was something wrong. He too dark. But just not to make light, dog. Not to make light. However, it's crazy to think that, oh my God, I cannot. And you know, having come through several ages, about to get ready to begin my 5th decade on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's always been some weird mass shooting thing, but it just seems so much more prominent now. But again, it kind of comes down to where they say, we didn't know that black people were being killed at this rate. It's just because it's televised and everybody got a cell phone now. I think now, with news the way it is, that we hear about more of this stuff a lot more often. However, it still doesn't take away from the fact that what is it that makes this country averse to trying to control the gun violence?
Following with what Dr. Eveless said about this being something recent, I pulled up a stat about Arizona, who just had a little situation.
Arizona has had
19 since the 70s, data shows. Study says state has seen 4 non-school mass shootings so far in 2022. Data compiled by researchers show that Arizona has had 19 school shootings since 1970s, 4 non-school mass shootings since the start of 2022. So the stats do show that it's definitely an increase, as we pulled up on the calendar earlier. Discussion around gun control laws have been reignited after the shooting in Texas and New York, with Democratic leaders in Arizona and nationally pushing for gun control legislation. The Arizona Mirror analyzed data compiled by the Center for Homeland Defense and Security Naval Postgraduate School of school shootings across the United States to better understand Arizona's history of gun violence in schools. The data document any time a gun is brandished. Wow. Fired, or if a bullet hits school property. However, the Mirror made sure to only include incidents in which firearm was discharged. There were no incidents in Arizona schools where a weapon was just brandished or data set.
Basically, that is saying to me that when they pull that thing, they using it.
Don't pull the thing out unless you playing the bang.
Unless you playing the bang, they absolutely are banging with that thing.
Yes.
Of the 19 incidents, only 1 was quote unquote pre-planned. A pre-planned incident, and the vast majority of them involved handguns of varying calibers. The pre-planned incident took place in 1987 when 17-year-old Jared Husky stole a pistol and a shotgun and killed the headmaster of his school before heading to the library to attempt to kill the computer science teacher, seemingly over being angry for being suspended from school, according to a New York Times report at the time.
Right.
Prior to Husky, Arizona hadn't seen a school shooter like him. Only a kid who brought a pistol to school, then discharged and struck another kid, and a security guard who was shot by a person taking pot shots at a school during the night.
Interesting information.
I mean, Dr. Evil Genius. For boys, all they're hearing about is toxic masculinity, what they can't do, what they shouldn't feel, and what they aren't allowed to express. In short, society doesn't care about them. So are we saying that the boys feel like they're throwaways?
Yes. And I can say this because of some communication that I've recently had around me.
Okay.
Around me. Close to me.
Definitely close.
And those close to the ones that's close to me.
Okay.
And what has been relayed to me is they feel like they have no purpose in life. They are a burden on everybody. They are losing. And I can say this is actual verbal communication with multiple young men. just trying to follow a mold of what a book says that they are, what some kind of social media outlet says we're to be.
Then they find these rappers who tell them, we the throwaways too. It's okay. Go out and go buy a bunch of weapons.
Mm-hmm. Fuck the world. Get yours. Fuck these hoes. They don't love you. And we don't love these hoes. It's a whole narrative being created.
But that's funny because you're using them same words that we grew up on.
Once again, entertainment versus being the influence. Entertainment versus influence. My mama laughed at when she heard me playing these bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Looked on you, know what I'm saying? She laughed at it.
Right.
Because she already knew what she taught me.
Right. You knew better.
I knew better.
Mm-hmm.
I was entertained and appalled. Like, wow, they are actually saying
on the radio.
On the tape. I'm riding with my sister like, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I was like, okay, but
really?
But really?
That's not what my mama said.
That's not what my mama said. You know what I'm saying? I was conflicted.
You had a different filter.
Yes.
You had a filter. And you know what? You I don't know what the difference is, but we talked about that. Single parent homes.
Mm-hmm.
My mother definitely was a single parent at stages in my life.
Mm-hmm.
She monitored what I listened to, but she had already set up the filter for me to be able to tell the difference between what is facts, and what is worth critical thinking to come to a logical conclusion.
Right.
Not necessarily you're wrong, but think about this. Use these context clues to figure out. My mother was big on making me think. Okay? She was big on making me think. She was the mom, what's such and such? Go look it up.
There you go.
What's the definition? Go look it up.
See,
this is where all the big words come from because my mother did that,
bruh.
Right?
And I get it. Like my sister, who's on the stream walking stylist, is a teacher.
Exactly. That's where that came from.
Vocabulary and words were very, 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 very strongly influenced in my household.
Correct.
Understanding a lot of things were very much an influence rather than boy, girl, get out my face. Here's this phone for you to let the world tell you what is what.
Right.
And that's what we're dealing with. Like,
I got you.
Like kids, not even kids, older adults in their 20s and 30s are being totally influenced by what is in their face right now, rather than the actual influence that's in your face.
Correct.
Your parent, your mother, your father, the actual person who should be telling you per whatever the upbringing is, whether you would disagree with it or not, what's real. So even if I was a Republican, I'm not even teaching you how to follow my rules, and I'm leaving for a phone to teach you your beliefs rather than me. Whether I'm a Democrat, whatever, and I'm just saying whether I'm a Christian, I'm not actually being more involved in the influence.
Gotcha.
I'm giving you a phone and letting that have what it do while I may be, since I'm in a lower bracket, I got to go to work and I don't got time to be there in your face.
Right. I don't have time to guide you.
Well, I don't have time to guide you. It's different reasons that I'm not being the influential person that I should be.
Right.
That's where I get it. The one parent household comes into play because since it's just me, I got to be going to work.
Gotcha. And I don't have time to talk to you. I got to get that check to make sure that you have the necessity.
Right. So, like I say, so I do get it. You know, we just have to find more ways to be there to hold these kids' hands.
It feels like a self-defeating prophecy, man. It feels like that. It feels like a self-defeating prophecy.
Possibly could be.
But
what's the answer to it, though?
Answer is going to be things like the links. Trying to get to the youth earlier. Trying to show them there's a different way. Trying to show these young men that they're not throwaways. Trying to show these people that they are valuable to us.
Right.
That they are a part of the community. That's the other part. The definite the separatism. The how you separate and put people in different groups and push people this way and push people that way.
Right.
I think without trying to bring the community together, because like I think I talked about this even on previous shows. We had a block party. We had a block club, man, where it made being together a thing. It was exciting to know that the block club was throwing a 4th of July thing where all the fathers got out with the fireworks and did a fireworks show for every kid on the block. You didn't have to worry about everybody going to go buy their own fireworks.
Right.
We go get fireworks. Everybody would find fireworks, cool places and stuff like that. You know, we travel down south and, you know, we go to Boomland and all those different places on the highways and byways because at the time, you know, we know fireworks weren't necessarily legal in Illinois at the time, but everybody would buy fireworks and they knew people had them. So, you know, kind of the understanding. But it was safe because the dads of the neighborhood would get together and they would put the fireworks together, and we wasn't running around throwing firecrackers at each other. You know, they pop a couple firecrackers or what have you. They pop firecrackers, and then they do the big show when it got dark. You see all the spinning things and the snakes and all that stuff.
Right.
But that kind of gave you a sense of belonging to a community.
Right.
Is what my point is.
Right.
We barbecued, man. We went house to house and ate barbecue.
Right.
Everybody had barbecue. Everybody had hot dogs. Everybody had hamburgers. Everybody had soda, beer, whatever.
Family and community.
It promoted the
family, community, village.
That's it. That's what it promoted. So these people that seem to be on the outskirts of society, and again
might be missing that. You know what
issues.
though? But it goes back to where we're at when we're telling the next person next to us, don't say nothing to my child.
Right.
When we're telling the next person next to us, don't say nothing to me.
Right.
Or
don't check me.
Don't even talk to me.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? Like these are the problems that we have. Hold up. These are the problems that we have within our community.
Yeah.
You know? And this is where we're falling short of actually having answers to the conflict.
Yeah.
I think that's a simple resolution. Get out these goddamn, and I can't say get out of them because what we do is, as a media company, we are successful via these same devices that I'm saying that we need to step away from.
Correct.
But it needs to be balanced.
It
needs to be understood what's the purpose of these little goofy ass devices.
These are tools.
These are tools for whatever, and they're being, just like we talked about earlier, weaponized.
Yeah.
These tools are being weaponized.
Yes.
And we're not controlling the weapons.
That's the case.
So,
that is the case.
Walker Stylist, and we got to get out of here because we got Queen's Corner coming up, so we're going to have to get on out of here and wrap this up. Go ahead and see what Walker Stylist had to say.
Walker Stylist says, organizations with a focus on youth development and success often do not have enough parental involvement and support. I agree, Walker Stylist. It's kind of like I said about the self-defeating prophecy. These parents are, you work all week, you exhausted on Saturday.
Yeah. I know. You know what I'm saying?
You're tired at 5 o'clock. I mean, it takes just enough for you to go home and make sure dinner's ready, right? Before you get to sleep and do it all over again tomorrow.
Yeah, and but this is the thing. This is why I say we can't use no
excuses.
Walker Stylist. For those, once again, I say this every other week or so. That's my eldest sister right there.
Yep.
And I watched this woman while teaching school. She was going to school to get a master's degree while putting 2 kids through school.
Gotcha. So teaching, going to school, and raising children.
Right.
All of them. 2.
One thing I never heard was an excuse for who wasn't there or an excuse for why I can't do. Markel, this is why I hold women to standards, because that's my standard. My big sister right there is my fucking standard.
This is what you saw.
This is what I saw.
You know.
Not just by her, by my bloodline of women.
Yeah.
And I'm always hold women to that. That's why I don't give no excuse. Women hold men on the standard of being strong. If you ain't physically strong, they say you ain't a man. So if you can't do what I see what I seen by plenty, just like by the community of women behind me, behind my sisters, behind my mothers, behind my grandparents, behind my aunts, I'ma say you making an excuse.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Right, because I've seen people do it.
And they knew it was hard. I seen my sister damn near pass out in them books. I was helping her grade the work. But guess what? The ends to the means.
Yeah.
I got to get these kids there. I got to get myself there.
Yeah.
So we got to get us there.
We do.
But get up for your children. That's what Walker said. Get up for your children, man. Yeah, and that's probably just the end statement right there. Get up for your goddamn children.
Get up for your children. Get up for these children.
And then if we get more of that, we won't get people out here saying FDK.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, y'all. Well, again, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in today on the Mail Review. We definitely hit our topics. Forgive us for the interview we didn't get a chance to have this week, but don't worry, we are rescheduling that. We had some technical issues that we had to work through, but we did not forget. I promise you we will get that show up and ready for you. Don Jr., Reverend the Pastor Don Jr., Entertainment Worldwide Network. We will be.
Shout out to him, man.
Yep, definitely.
Go to search that online, Entertainment EWWN, Entertainment Worldwide Network TV.
Yep.
He is the reason for many of the artists that I have connected with, and me understanding a lot about business.
Yep. Excellent.
Me understanding a lot about contractual stipulations.
Yes, sir.
I do got to give that man credit for that much.
Yeah.
And I tried to get him in. It didn't happen, but just stay tuned for that information. And I had a long conversation with him. He like, yeah, I forgot all about that. Because I told him about some of the people that I still connect with, that I talk to, that he linked me with. And he said that it reminded him of the work that he's putting in.
Yep, absolutely.
Shout out to you, Walker Stylist. You have an awesome day as well. Markel, you going to sign us out, brother?
Hey, again, thank y'all for tuning into the Mail Review. Definitely with the flagship show, the Mail Review for Yale Radiocast. You are here with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in on this fine Saturday, another Saturday in the books. Hey, y'all, hug the people y'all love. You never know.
Hug who you love.
Hug who you love. Get out there, man. Enjoy some of this wonderful weather. We are in the middle of the, Memorial Day kicks off the summer season, so y'all be safe out there. Enjoy the weather. Get you some sun in your life. Watch out for the monkeypox.
Michaels, love ya.
Yes, we love y'all. Thank y'all for signing in on the stream.
Good show, mans.
Absolutely. Good show, mans. Thank y'all for signing in on the stream. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Mail Review once again. And as always, my brother, the motto.
Like, subscribe, and get the business.
Please get the business. And don't forget to donate.
Yale Radiocast.com